KTM, one of the greatest motorcycle manufacturers in the world. That's what we know about it, and that is what it is. I used to own a Bajaj Pulsar 180, and whenever I used to go for the servicing of the bike, I used to see the KTM bikes parked in the adjacent showroom, and I used to wonder, oh my god, I wish I could own one of these bikes one day. It's a bike everyone dreams to own. It's a dream bike. And that's because KTM offers a wide range of lightweight, high performance, cheap motorcycles with exceptional handling and power. There are a few people who call it a Chapri bike. I did not know what they meant by it, and I researched a little bit. And when I found out what they meant by this word, I was shocked. Chapri means a chap that is irresponsible, uncivilized, and rash. Now, how they came to associate Chapri with KTM is really incomprehensible. Someone probably said it right when he said it reminds us of the childhood story where the fox says the grapes are sour. They lack something in them that it takes to buy a KTM bike. Although they love and dream of it, they cannot buy it, so they try to show it down. For several decades now, KTM has been a top performer in the bike motorsports, whether it be dirt rally, motocross, or MotoGP. It is one of the largest selling motorcycle brands in Europe. The number of wins in all motorsports is huge. So KTM is one of the best motorcycle brands in the world. So the people who are calling it Chapri are calling it everything that it is not. So KTM is one of the best and hopefully will continue to be so for years to come. So if someone calls KTM a Chapri bike, then it is their problem, not one of KTM's. Recently, while I was watching a video on YouTube which showed a car hitting a two-wheeler while trying to overtake it in an illegal manner. And when I read the comments below the video, one of the persons was blaming it on the two-wheeler, saying the two-wheelers should ride on the left. And he said nothing about the car driver who was actually at fault here. And I countered him. I asked him to quote the traffic rule which says all two-wheelers should ride on the left. And he just referred to the word Indian traffic rules but failed to quote the traffic rule which says so. Now I posed a question to him. What if a two-wheeler is faster than a car? Then is the car not supposed to drive on the left and let the two-wheeler overtake from its right? Suppose it's a KTM bike that is faster than most of the cars on the Indian roads. Now he again tried to dodge the question and refused to answer it. He said some odd things about KTM bikes, calling it a Chapri bike, which I objected to. And he went too far with his unreasonable comments, saying KTM bikes should race on the racing track and not on the Indian roads. Now, I did not say anything about racing. I was talking about driving on the Indian roads under the scope of traffic rules without breaking any laws. But he was presuming things. I asked him whether he was trying to justify the driver of the Baleno car that hit the biker. The pillion rider on the bike actually fell on the road and sustained serious injuries. Now, looking at that accident, how could he blame the biker for the accident? How could he point at the mistakes of the biker when it was actually the fault of the car driver who was overspeeding and tried to overtake the bike when there was no scope to do so because there was traffic in front of the bike, and it has nothing to do with the whether the bike was slow or not. The road had two lanes and the bike was on the left lane, though not on the extreme left. However, it does not matter because there was traffic in the front of the bike and there was no scope for overtaking. Now, as per the traffic rules, the regulation 14 of the updated version 2022, the Central Motor Vehicles rules, a motor vehicle shall not overtake any other motor vehicle unless it is safe. And regulation 14.2, a vehicle shall overtake only from the right side. So I gave him a befitting reply. You can see here how it took this incident as an opportunity to say something bad about KTM when KTM has nothing to do with it. And you can see how he was trying to project the victim of rash driving as the offender and failed to say anything about the car driver who was the actual offender. I'm a fan of KTM bikes and I'm soon going to buy the KTM Adventure 390. See you soon. Do not forget to like and subscribe.